Alright, it's happened to Steve with another video, and this one's going to be kind of different, everybody. And yeah, this one's going to be different. But it's an indie experience, and I am not at liberty to talk about the actual indie experience, but I can talk about the ending. The indie experience for this particular person is private, so I want to keep it private, so we're just going to leave that alone. But I can talk about the ending. And the ending is different. And let me try to explain this to you as best as I can. And how it is different is that normally when you have an indie experience, you go back to where you're, like if you're in a hospital setting, whatever it may be, you're at the original setting. This time what happened is that he went back to the original setting, what he thought was the original setting, but it was different. Back in the hospital room, and the people that visited him were not the same people that were visiting him before the indie experience. He also started looking around the room, and he noticed that things were not quite the same, where he left his clothes and where these side tables were, they were just not the same. And what he sensed was that he was in a kind of alternate reality. And whether is this part of the indie experience, I don't know. But he thought he was back, but he was not. And it took a little time to kind of figure all this out. And then whatever happened, there was kind of a transition that he ended up back being in. He ended up being back where he was supposed to be, and the people that came in were the people that he saw before. And he looked around the room, and he saw everything was the same that it was supposed to be. So here, it's a different ending on indie experience, but it's I don't know, guys. I hear a lot of things, and I'm just reporting it back to you, and you guys will make your decision what you think. But the one thing you have to realize, everything and anything is really possible. So I'm going to go ahead and stop on this one, but I'm going to talk about another one too that it also has kind of a intriguing, and all I can tell you is the laws of physics. But here's remember the guy that I talked about, this guy who asked the spirit world to solve a murder. Well, he came back in. And so we started talking a little bit more, and I'm not going to into a lot of the details we talked about, but I can tell you though, one aspect of it was really intriguing, or really interesting, and here's what happened is that he would take a tape recorder, and I don't know what they call it, EVPs, whatever it is, and he would record what's going on during the paranormal investigation, and at the end of it he would play it back, and hear the voices, whatever. But this time was different, and how it was different is that when he was playing it back, he was thinking about things. And you have to understand this, on the audio tape, it was responding to what he was thinking in the present time. So, and it's being recorded. I mean, I don't know how to explain it to you, but it's a whole different set of circumstances, and it took him for a loop, but I'm going to try to explain it again. In other words, whatever he was thinking, the voices were coming back responding to what he was thinking on the audio tape. And hopefully that's making sense to you. But so instead of being past tenses on most audio, when you play an audio, it's past tense or recording, it was present tense. And then he replayed it, with past tense. And all the stuff that he was thinking about, it was on that tape this time. So, I just, God, the laws of physics, you just don't know. When you get into the spiritual realm, it is different. Things can happen, and I said everything and anything is really possible. So all I'm just doing, I'm just kind of reporting it back to you, and you guys will make your decision what you think. But I thought it was interesting, both of them. And, as I said before, everything and anything is possible. So, but the spiritual world is just different. And but the space with the tape, present time. I mean, it was responding to it and being recorded at the same time. So I thought it was interesting. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go sign off. And as always, I always hope your day is going well. And I appreciate your time watching it. And until the next video. And again, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.